Um, Welcome to the Authentic Wellness Podcast, where we discuss all matters wellness. Have you ever asked yourself what's really in your food? Have you ever wondered why you need to read the labels on your food? Our topic for today is decoding food labels, and we're going to learn how to read and decode the food labels in the different things that we buy from the different stores. My name is Lily Okeo. I'm a hair and skincare specialist and a natural enthusiast. With me is my team. Let them introduce themselves.
Hi, I'm Malmasi Lisa Kuyaya Welime, and I'm a phytotherapist. Karibu.
Hi, my name is Julie. I'm a farmer and an advocate for safe farming practices.
Thank you. Before we go further, Lisa, what's in our kettle?
Our kettle today has all the good things about food preservatives and what it does, antioxidants, minerals, vitamins. It's just on point. Karibu sana. You can see it has some mints, bay leaf, which is very good for you, lemongrass, moringa. Yes. So we are equipping our bodies to be preserved well and to enjoy a long and a healthy life.
Yeah, thank you. And to our viewers, if you don't have a label, you are meant to just believe what Lisa has just told you. You have no evidence whatsoever to believe that there is moringa here, because you can't really see the moringa, right? But let me test and I'll let you know.
It smells so good.
Yeah.
Oh, it smells sweet.
And it tastes heavenly.
The cinnamon, the mint,
Yes.
and the bay leaf.
You can actually smell these things, all everything that you've mentioned, and the distinct, there's that lemongrassy flavors, yes.
And of course, we put the
mint.
a little pepper for you, Miss. Yes.
Amazing.
And it's also a preservative.
Thank you. So, how many of us really take our time to read the labels on your products? And mainly, we won't even talk about the many products that we use in our homes. I want us to just focus on the food that we are taking. I believe once I have read, for example, this is bread. Rarely do we go to look at the label and ask ourselves, what is this bread made of? Does it have any other ingredients apart from wheat? So this is cake, this is chocolate cake, what is it? This is milk, and we have different types of milk, for example. Very few people go to read the label or to even decode, okay, I've read the label, what does it even mean? Sawa, you've told me it has I've read unga, ya ugali, a particular brand that says it is fortified with vitamin E. What does that even mean to you? And that is why we feel it's important to you, our viewers, and ourselves, to do the justice of reading and learning how to decode these labels.
Yeah.
So maybe I can ask you, Julie, to start us off. Why are food labels important? What's their purpose?
Information. Basically, food labels is information by the manufacturer on packaged foods. So basically, that's it. And why is it important? Consumer protection. So that the person buying the food knows what they are buying. Okay, it helps them understand what nutritional value is in that food, and also, yes, it helps them also to know the whether their safety is guaranteed when they are taking that food. Another thing, it also helps the consumer can be able to make comparisons. You can pick two different brands of one product, and then you're able to say, I want this because it has one thing or the other, or it doesn't have one thing or the other.
And I must also say, it also helps with traceability.
Yes.
Because sometimes you'll find, I don't know whether you've noted, when you take a particular packet of milk, say you go to a supermarket and you've bought like 10 packets of milk, and then out of the 10, one packet is not good, it has gone bad. Usually when you take it back to the supermarket, the company that has manufactured it is able to identify the batch and retrieve from all locations where they sent that batch. They're able to retrieve that particular one. So it really helps with traceability, and it also helps with transparency.
Yes.
You need to know what we're putting in your food.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
And also you see with distribution, food goes, big manufacturers distribute foods far and wide, even internationally. So we need to be able to know, all that information needs to be able to be there so that you get it real time. And like you said, in case of an issue, you can trace it back and resolve a problem, even when there's, like, let's say, an issue of contamination or something like that.
Yeah, like I just had a conversation recently and learned that Kenyan tea, grade 1, is the best tea in the world.
Yeah.
Exactly. You didn't know that?
No, my dad told me last week, and I'm like, yo, so what grade do we drink? And Dad said the tea leaves we get are like grade 12 maybe.
Yeah, it's all exported, I hear.
Grade 1, 2, and even 3 are exported outside the country. So it's important to even know. I would wish that information is put on our tea leaves. I don't know whether it's there. And that's why I'm saying, how many of us really read our labels to even know what we are consuming? I would love to sense the aroma. I was told there is a hotel in Nairobi that has multiple stories. I hear back in the day, I don't know whether it's still there, but I believe it should be. It's in the CBD. With each story, you're served a different grade of tea.
Oh, wow.
Yes, and the aroma gets better and better the higher you go. I would really want to experience that.
Our Kenyan tea.
Our Kenyan tea. But I doubt they would sell grade 1 in Kenya locally. I think it has more value when you're exporting. Anyway.
Wonder about our coffee. What grade do we drink?
Coffee, I think Brazilian coffee. Is it Brazilian
Arabica, I think.
Oh, Kenyan coffee is not the best, huh?
It's not the number 1 in the world.
Okay.
But it's still good quality. It's still good quality.
Who was number 1? Ethiopia?
I know. I don't think it was Ethiopia. I think it is Brazil.
Yeah.
The Brazilian coffee. Anyway, we'll check the facts and we'll clarify for you.
Yeah.
So back to our labels and decoding our labels. I would wish to start first from, it is even a requirement for people who are packaging food stuff. It's a requirement. Maybe Julie, you can also highlight for us what are some of the regulatory bodies that we have and the requirements that have been set by those regulatory bodies that must be included in our labels.
The obvious one, the national one, usually is the Kenya Bureau of Standards. And under the Foods, Drugs and Chemical Substances Act, CAP 254. So remember last time when we were talking about food safety and hygiene, we mentioned that same regulation, that same law under food hygiene, because it's under that same law that we get a certification for eateries and the food handlers. So it's that same one. But there is also an international one. There is one called the Codex Alimentarius. That one is by the international food. It's an international food labeling standard set by World Health Organization and FAO, Food and Agriculture Organization. But it is applied by KEBS. It's applied by KEBS, especially for imported foods. Yes.
And for local foods, are we required to also apply by certain standards?
Yes. KEBS has standards that you have to fulfill. For them to even give you the KEBS stamp, yes, the KEBS stamp, so that you're able to distribute your food into different outlets and different parts of the country.
Okay. So maybe you can break it down. What are these requirements for the labels that maybe our viewers would need to look out for when they're reading the labels?
Yes, allow me to read them so that we don't miss even one. So usually in the labels, what do you get? The name of the manufacturer or the company, again for the traceability.
And their contacts.
Yes, and their contacts and even where they are found. Then list of ingredients. List of ingredients, you will find the main ingredients, if it's tea or cabbage or whatever, additives that have been put there, preservatives that have been put there, allergens. I think we'll explain what allergens are as we go, Lisa. Then nutritional facts. Calories, how many calories are in that food, the micronutrients and the macronutrients, that's the vitamins, minerals, carbs, proteins, fats in that food. You have to, we have to know. Then allergen information for people, especially with allergies, or you'll find information about nuts, about soy, information about gluten, such stuff that could be sensitive.
Yeah.
Then date markings, date of manufacture, date of expiry, best before. Again, we'll talk in detail about those.
Yeah.
Then storage instructions. Store in a cool, dry place. I think that's the most common. We used to see it. Yeah, or refrigerate below 5 degrees centigrade, something like that. Then how to use. You'll find some manufacturers will actually give you small tips or highlight how to use, like put half a cup in 2 cups of water, something like that. So usually those are the main components that you'll find on the labels.
And I've also seen, I think it's also a requirement by the regulatory body that you also batch code. You add a batch number.
Yeah.
It is helpful. For some, it might not be a must, as long as you have the manufacturing and the expiry date. But I know regulations keep changing. Now maybe it's a must for us to put the batch number.
And the batch code is the one that would help a consumer be able to know more about that particular.
No, that one is for the manufacturer more. For the consumer, what you need to look out for, it's the manufacturing date, expiry date, and best before date, because expiry and best before are very different.
Okay.
Expiry date says when that thing can no longer be used completely. Say, for example, you have bread. You've baked bread today. It has maybe some yeast, you've put maybe some preservative in it that can last up to 7 days. I think for food, most of the preservative for the FMCGs in food is between 7 to 14 days.
Say what FMCGs are?
Or fast moving goods. Yes. It's between 7 to 14 days shelf life. So you'll find like fresh milk is kept on the shelf 7 to 14 days. And maybe it has some mild preservatives. So what you need to know is that the expiry date is when that milk has gone bad and can no longer be consumed.
Okay.
The best before date, it means that the potency or the nutrient benefits that this thing has, and it will give you the best results.
Yeah, and the freshness.
And the freshness within that period. So you might find the expiry date is 2 weeks away, best before is 7 days away, and they also tell you best before, you will find in some containers, the lid is open, like a diagram with a lid open, and sometimes that lid, it is written 6 or 12, 6M, 6D, 6Y. 6Y is 6 years.
6 years.
6M is 6 months. 6D is 6 days.
Yes.
So once you've opened, it tells you automatically, you can, even if the expiry is 2 months away, you need to use this thing once you've opened within 6 days. So that it's important to learn how these things work differently, so that you're not keeping something that has a best before or has that open diagram that tells you once the seal is broken, you need to consume immediately. There are some that can't even last more than a day.
I actually didn't know that. I've seen that thing.
Yes, and you wonder what it is for. It's very intentional.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So and that's why I'm saying that expiry and manufacturing date, very important for the consumer. For the manufacturer, it's important to have a batch code. This helps you to intervene quickly in case there is a complaint, or in case something needs to be changed, or in case there is you need to recover. You can tell all your distributors or all your stockists, batch number this, kindly pack it, keep it away. It might take you months to recover all of them, but at least it's not on the shelf. You've protected your consumer. So it's very good for the manufacturer or the producer to track their goods and to also know when was this made, which raw materials did we use, who was the supplier of this raw materials specifically, because those are also coded and kept in a certain
And
way.
the scanning. The scanning,
Yes.
that's different. That's now the one that the consumer can be able to know more about the product.
So with the Kenya Bureau of Standards, they have an SMAC or an SMAC number. Sometimes it's even you can scan, but what I know is you send it to a certain number, like a short SMS. You just take that number, send it, and then it gives you the message back. It tells you the validity of that S mark. Maybe that S mark expired yesterday, or is about to expire, or it is fresh, it is valid.
I even see it in seeds, packaging for seeds.
Yes, and it also helps to validate the products, and that is why it is necessary to have our consumer foods and other items regulated and also certified, or have that S mark. It validates the product, that it has undergone the right tests and it has been established to be fit for human consumption. Interesting. So maybe Lisa, you can break down for us. Julie has mentioned about allergens and about additives and all that. Could you break this down further for us?
Yeah, allergens are things like what people react to. If you're allergic to wheat and we give you something with wheat, of course you will have a reaction. So those are allergens. So most of the products, they write it has allergens, and it can be wheat, it can be soy, it can be, there is something else I forget.
Nuts.
Many people have
allergic to nuts.
Yeah, allergic to nuts. And if I should tell you a story, there is this chicken nazi. There is a family who went to a restaurant and they took chicken nazi. And they asked, does it have nuts? And the proprietor, of course, said no. The child took that and he was allergic to nuts. Within a short time, he was not able to breathe. It's a good thing the father knew and had carried an injection and immediately injected the son. That's how the boys survived. So as you are saying, it's very important to read the food labels in case you are allergic to nuts. Some foods have nuts. And if you see allergen, no, it could be soy, it could be wheat, it could be nuts. Then we have flavorings. Nowadays, I do not even understand why they need to flavor when they are making, let's say, pili pili. They add flavorings. So then they have colorings. Colorings, try to find out which coloring this is. There is a coloring, I think this normally starts with E1 something. Things like they are natural colorings like beetroot. Find out if that is what they are using. There is another red food color, and actually that food color is from a cochineal bug, an insect from South America or North America.
Say that again?
Yeah, cochineal insect.
Wow.
Yeah, it's normally in lipsticks. If your lipstick is not, if they've not used beets, so it's probably that. In some jams, in some yogurt, you see this yogurt with this pink color. Nice color. Most of the time, find out, get your food or your drink, find out, look it up. What is this cumin? It's actually called cumin. It's from a bug. They crush that bug, dry it. Dry it, and it extracts a very deep, beautiful red color. And that's what is used. So fortification is another additive. If you notice, most of our unga wa ugali has vitamin D, vitamin E, vitamin calcium, and it's because we don't get all of this nutrition. So that's why they add this. Yeah, and I wondered, what about vitamin D? Vitamin D, we are getting it free from the sun. But not many people, if you notice, not many people nowadays go out to get vitamin D, and you need vitamin D for some other minerals and nutrients to be absorbed. So it's also very important. And as much as we are here in Africa and we can get vitamin D, ensure you get that. At least 10 to 15 minutes you get your vitamin D, so that we don't have children who are having rickets. You know, like in urban areas, children don't go out, they are stuck on the TV, so they are not getting. And I tend to think that is one of the reasons why this food, they have fortified with vitamins. So when you're going to the store, you see this one is fortified, this one is not fortified. Maybe better go with fortified, but you need to find out what is this fortification made of. Yes. Then of course others have preservatives. we had talked about preservatives, what preservatives are. Then stabilizers, things like milk. They need to be to remain that way at a particular temperature, or to remain that way for a long time, as she had mentioned best before. So if it's, let's say, yogurt, it's supposed to remain that way. Yeah, though that's the work of stabilizers. Yeah, but if there is a drink, let's say mursik, people don't put thickeners. Many. Like our kefir, we don't put thickeners, we don't put flavorings, we don't put stabilizers. And the problem with this, everything has advantages and disadvantages. Of course, the flavor will remain, but if you allow the natural process, to me, it is healthier. So they put stabilizers for the product to remain stable, and to remain stable and to remain consistency, as you had mentioned. Thickeners and fillers, even some products, they just add some things, some starch or something to make it thick. Then others add salts and sugars. So when you look at your label, the highest one is the highest. So when you're watching your weight, let's say you're watching your weight, so you have to calculate your daily value, and the highest one is the most. Anything more than 5% is okay. More than 20%, that is like sugar, that is too much. So you have to calculate your daily value on all these things. If you're maybe taking, let's say, cereal, many times the sugar could be in like 100 grams. So if you take, let's say, 2 scoops, then you decide you want to take 3 scoops or 4 scoops. Sugar, the optimum level for sugar consumption, and that is even after sugar has been broken down to, the starch has been broken down to sugars, it's like 5 to 6 teaspoons. So you can imagine if you're taking your tea with 2 or 3 teaspoons of sugar, then you eat your chips. At the end of the day, it will turn to sugar. Then you take your soda. You see now, you've taken so much. So you need to calculate, and you need to be aware of your daily values. And things like children under 2, no sugar in whatever way. Then girls, ladies, you can take up to 5 or 6. But if you're diabetic, please watch your sugar, watch what you're eating, but not more than 6 if you are healthy. If you're man, at least 7 there. So if you're watching your weight, you could be saying you're watching your weight, but you're consuming something which has a lot of sugar, or every things that will break down to sugar.
Interesting. Yes, thank you for sharing that, Lisa. It also gets me to start thinking about the marketing gimmicks we have. Like, for example, some people go and think that whenever they buy anything that is packaged in a green packaging bag, then it's healthy.
Natural.
It's green. Natural and it's healthy. If it is fresh, yellowish, orangish, maybe not so much. So people tend to use color, and this is psychology of marketing. So it's important for you, our viewers, to be cautious about these marketing gimmicks that get you to buy products for the sake of buying. For example, why do we get hooked to processed meats? Because they look red and nice, and they look raw, and the preservatives that have been used to keep that meat red for 1 month in just refrigerated, not even frozen conditions. I feel like you need to be more careful about those marketing gimmicks, and be more careful about what you see. And some of the common ways that, and common terminologies that are used, allow me to just say this. Some people confuse farm fresh for organic. Yes, it's come from a farm. Yes, it is fresh from a farm. Is it really farm fresh? It has been added some things. Value addition has already happened. Preservatives have been happened, but it is marketed farm fresh, and it has stayed on the shelf life yake ni 3-6 months. Is it really farm fresh?
No, it's not.
And there's a time I had traveled outside, and you find that their food is scarce, and they use, I wouldn't say where, they use mostly greenhouse produced foods. And these things are preserved because, again, you don't want wastage. So the quality of preservatives and the speed at which these products are produced, they have a lot of growth hormones even in their meats. So you are taking farm fresh, from farm to plate. Those are some of the words that are used to make you buy and to make you believe you're eating healthy. So once you need to know, there's a chicken, we've had chicken that takes 42 days. I just learned the other day that there's also a breed of improved further chicken that has further been improved and can mature within 38 days.
Wow.
Chicken that is ready from a chick to maturity within 38 days. Imagine the residue. And whoever was telling me, and that can be verified, it is there, it's in the market. If you want, you can get it. And the person who's producing them, I'm told that the children, because they grew up eating this food, by the time they were either 26 or 25, they had started experiencing menopause. When the doctors look at them, everything is normal, everything is functioning, but their body's age is older because of the growth hormones. The same way it speeds up the maturation of the chicken. Kenyaji chicken takes minimum how many months?
6 months.
6 months minimum, and that's a katenda ka chicken. Kitambo, I remember we used to start fugaing in January, kuku ya Christmas.
Exactly.
It used to take us 12 months or even more. Unafuga tu, Christmas tunakula kuku. But right now, we speed up. The kienyeji at 6 months, yes, it has matured, it has started giving you eggs and stuff.
Yeah, that's when they lay.
They start laying. But you can imagine a 38-day or a 42-day mature chicken, the growth hormones. So it's important for you to know the source, as you said, based on the labels that we got. And I'd really like to challenge you, our readers, this week, when you're going shopping, pick a product, read the labels through. Once you've read the labels through, you can even scan with your Google Lens. For those who have smartphones, scan with your Google Lens and then check what is in the ingredient list and ask yourself, is it going to harm you or make your health better? Because the beauty of now technology is that if you don't have to know everything, because sometimes the producers use scientific names of things. You don't have to know what it is. You just need to scan and ask, what are these? What are its benefits? What are the side effects possibly? And you will be able to make a good judgment. So that's a challenge I'm leaving with you, our viewers. And let us know in the comments how that exercise has been like for you. What did you learn? Did you learn anything new? How was the experience for you? So as we wind up, this has been a very interesting conversation. What would you wish our viewers to stick on and hang on for the next week?
Look at that label. If it's written sugar-free, is it really sugar-free? If you find out how much salt is it there, is it enough for the day or is it more? Take care of your body. It is the temple of the Holy Spirit. And this life has no rehearsal.
Actually,
what I'd say is beyond the regulations, like you said, marketing gimmicks, those could just be manufacturers taking advantage of loopholes. There's nothing wrong in doing a green label. You have not breached any regulation, but you've put a color that will entice and give a certain impression. So we have to look for those. It could be said maybe organic or natural, and you're thinking, wow, natural. So we have to really do our due diligence so that to ensure that the products we are using, we have taken advantage of the labeling to inform ourselves. Yes.
Very well said. Due diligence. And the due diligence stops with the individual. It stops with you, the consumer. Thank you for joining us for this episode. Looking forward to having you in the next one. Remember to like, subscribe, and share with your friends. And next time, get someone to watch with you. It's better when you're experiencing these things in groups. See you next time.